Did you know Antarctica was a warm region covered with rainforests some million years ago? Wait, what? Yes, you heard that right. Then how did it become the coldest region in the whole wide world? Now that's a million-dollar question, but not the only fascinating yet eerie fact about this mysterious terrain. Those who view penguins as the only fascinating feature of this isolated ice desert, watch the video till the end to find the answer to how the temperatures of this once warm region dropped so low. What discoveries have scientists made to prove the traditional belief that Antarctica is an inhospitable land for life forms to survive and thrive might be false? Are these revelations a lead to life existing on other planets like Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn? Embark with us on a journey to the land of ice and snow to unveil this region's terrifying yet game-changing features. Like other continents, Antarctica also hides wonders in the deepest bottoms of its heart. Scientists expect that the aftermath of global warming will reveal more astonishing mysteries within and beneath Antarctica's sheet of ice. What wonders do you anticipate to be revealed once the ice covering the winter wonderland surface melts, giving way to its liquid and penetrable state? Tell us in the comments section. Here are some shocking discoveries made by scientists. Number 10. Mysterious ice holes. Ice or cryoconite holes are circular, bowl-shaped depressions first discovered on Greenland's ice cap in 1870 by a Swedish explorer. They typically range from 0.5 meters, 20 inches to 2 meters, 79 inches, across, and 0.1 meters, 4 inches, to 0.2 meters, 8 inches, deep, and are found in areas where the average annual temperature is below -20 degrees Celsius, -4 degrees Fahrenheit. They result from cryosolution, where water gathers in the depressions and freezes, removing ice from the area and forming a hole. Home to tiny organisms such as algae, bacteria, and invertebrates, ice holes are not formed by any known geological processes or caused by living organisms. They appear to be formed naturally by the movement of the ice sheets, although the exact process still needs to be fully understood. The holes are filled with a strange, light-colored powder, believed to be made up of frozen water vapor, dust, and other materials. Number 9. Traces of ancient fossils. In 2019, a team led by geologist Scott Amundsen of Wyoming State University came across the remains of a vast stone structure, roughly the size of Rome's ancient amphitheater, and other artifacts, estimated to be 4,000 years old, in a remote corner of Antarctica. One may ask how humans managed to land on or inhabit this massive ice land. Scientists have made a shocking discovery that Antarctica was once a warm region. The study of fossil records, including fossilized tree stumps and ancient leaves, shows that the plants living in the region were adapted to survive in a warmer climate. Samples of soil and sediment core samples also show that the ancient Antarctic climate was much warmer and wetter than today, with lakes, rivers, and rainforests. This significant temperature change happened due to Antarctica's desolation from the rest of the world and human activities causing global warming, accelerating Antarctica's cooling process. Number 8. Pyramids. In 2016, satellite images saw strange pyramid structures amid the ice. Researchers believe these to be exactly similar to the pyramids in Egypt, just much larger. Their existence was related to humans and even aliens. But the experts ruled out these speculations. According to them, it is just a pyramid-shaped mountain, nothing unusual. Located at 81 degrees, 57 minutes, and 32.21 seconds west of the prime meridian, and 79 degrees, 58 minutes, and 39.25 seconds south of the equator. Its shape results from freeze-thaw erosion, according to Maury Pelto, a Nichols College environmental science professor in Dudley, Massachusetts. Cracks in the mountains get filled up with snow or water during the day. The snow freezes and expands when the temperature falls at night, causing the formation of ice. As a result, the crack also expands, forming such shapes. Number 7. See-through fish. Living in the Southern Ocean around Antarctica, where -2 degrees Celsius, 28 degrees Fahrenheit, water temperature results from geothermal heat and friction between the ice sheets. These unique species have adapted to survive its icy environment and low oxygen levels. A unique antifreeze glycoprotein helps prevent their blood from freezing to survive in cold water. While some are orange and some black, all are translucent as they lack hemoglobin. They are the only known fish to lack hemoglobin. A highly efficient oxygen-binding protein captures oxygen from the surrounding water, allowing the fish to respire in low-oxygen environments. They have bigger eyes than normal fish, an adaptation enabling them to see through their unusually dark habitat. Number 6. Weddell polynya. While polynyas are a regular natural phenomenon, this polynya in the Weddell sea ice is quite unusual. It's like a hole created in ice by some ghostly punch. It was first sighted in 1974 and formed as a result of unknown reasons. As big as Ireland, the hole closed or disappeared after 2 years in 1976. It appeared after 40 years in 2016, staying briefly and disappearing again. Positioned far away from the sea ice shoreline, where such openings are more common, another polynya called Maud Rise polynya was discovered in September 2017. Scientifically, when the surface ocean is particularly salty, warm, and saltier, water from the depths is transported to the top due to overturning circulation caused by intense winter storms. The air makes it denser than the water below, causing it to freeze. The water sinks again, replacing it with relatively warmer deep water, creating a feedback hole where ice cannot develop again. However, the real reasons for its unusual behavior remain a mystery. Number 5. Blood falls. Blood falls in Antarctica are an unusual natural phenomenon in Taylor Glacier, located in the McMurdo Dry Valleys of Victoria Land. First discovered by scientist Griffith Taylor in 1911, the falls are a bright red. The source of the blood-colored water puzzled scientists for decades. Scientists' first assumption was that red algae gave the water its crimson shade, but recent studies via radars have revealed that the source of the water is a subglacial lake located beneath the glacier. When the water is pushed out from the lake under high pressure, the atmospheric oxygen causes the iron to rust, turning it red. The freezing point of salt water is less than pure water and emits heat as it freezes. The lake beneath the glacier melts the ice, allowing the rivers to flow instead of freezing. Number 4. Allen Hills. Allen Hills is a range of hills in Antarctica, located in Victoria Land, about 300 kilometers, 186 miles, from the South Pole. The area is approximately 15 square miles, 40 square kilometers, with hills rising to a maximum height of about 2,700 meters, 8,858 feet above sea level. On 27 December 1984, a team of American geologists discovered a 4.5 billion years old meteorite, one of the oldest in the solar system, in the Allen Hills, now called ALH 84001. Weighing 1.93 kilograms, 4.25 pounds, the meteorite contained organic compounds, which some scientists believed were evidence of past life on Mars. However, subsequent research suggested that the organic compounds had been contaminated on Earth. Since its discovery, several other Martian meteorites have been found here, including ALH 84002, ALH 84003, and ALH 84004. In 2012, a team of researchers drilling here discovered a layer of ice that was thought to be over 1 million years old. This discovery led to media claims that the ice contained a time capsule of ancient life forms. However, evidence of ancient life was only found in later studies. This moon-like area of Antarctica makes the continent seem different from what it is believed to be, as most of the continent is covered in ice. But Allen Hills is an unusually dark and rocky landscape. Number 3. Microorganisms feeding on wood and oil. The microorganisms that feed on wood and oil in Antarctica are generally relatively small, ranging from a few microns to several millimeters. They are typically single-celled organisms, such as bacteria and fungi, although some may form colonies or mats. The appearance of these microorganisms can vary depending on the species, but they are often hardy and well adapted to survive in harsh environments. Some species may produce pigments or other compounds, protecting them from the damaging UV radiation effects. These microorganisms break down the cellulose and lignin in the wood, releasing nutrients to be used by other organisms. In the case of oil, the microorganisms break down the hydrocarbons in the oil, converting them into simpler compounds that can be used for energy. This process, known as bioremediation, is a crucial mechanism for cleaning up oil spills in Antarctica and other areas. Playing a crucial role in the ecosystem of Antarctica, the organisms recycle nutrients and break down organic material in ways not seen in other parts of the world, preventing long-term environmental damage. Number 2. The Singing Glacier. Singing glaciers can be found in various locations all over Antarctica, including the dry valleys, the McMurdo Ice Shelf, and the continent's highest peak, Mount Erebus. The size of the Singing Glaciers varies, but can be as tall as a 2-story building. As the ice shifts and moves, it releases energy, causing vibrations and a low-pitched sound, or a deep hum ranging from 10 to 100 Hz. This sound is amplified and carried by air, creating a haunting, ethereal sound that can be heard for miles. Number 1. Subglacial lakes. In 1970, scientists discovered the existence of around 400 lakes flowing under 3 kilometers, 9,843 feet of ice, and they are not a product of recent global warming. According to scientists, these were formed 180 million years ago, when Antarctica separated from the ancient supercontinent at Gondwana. The lakes are liquid and not frozen as a result of pressure. Water may remain liquid at temperatures much below the usual freezing point, when a massive weight of ice is pressed over it. The friction caused by ice flow over bedrock and the heat from the Earth's interior, which can melt the ice sheet's bottom, combine to form liquid water. This water finally enters the ocean and pours into the subglacial lake basins. When scientists worked on a sample of Vostok Lake discovered in 1990, they found its temperature to be -3 degrees Celsius, 27 degrees Fahrenheit. In January 2013, after years of preparation and more than $10 million from the National Science Foundation, drillers finally made it through 800 meters, 2,600 feet, to Lake Whillans using a hot drill. 8 sediment cores from the lake bottom and 8 gallons, 30 liters of lake water demonstrated that Lake Whillans is home to 3,931 single-celled organisms. These microorganisms had survived deep under the ice sheet, without light and oxygen for millions of years. This raises the possibility of life in Saturn and Jupiter's icy moons. It might also help us find a way to manage greenhouse gas emissions, protecting life on Earth. Another subglacial lake, Lake Mercer, is located deep beneath the West Antarctic ice sheet, home to bacterial colonies. This discovery could have enormous implications for the quest for life on Mars. Another crew of researchers was surprised to see crab carcasses and a tardigrade little larger than a poppy seed. Oddly, at least some of these tiny organisms would have been terrestrial. This comprises the tendrils of a plant or fungus and the tardigrade, which resembles a species prevalent in moist soils. The species may have lived in ponds and streams to the Transantarctic Mountains, some 50 kilometers, 31 miles, from Lake Mercer, when the glaciers retreated, perhaps during the last 10,000 years, or 120,000 years ago, according to the researchers. Ice later covered this animal oasis as the temperature dropped. How the crabs and tardigrades got to Lake Mercer still needs to be determined. Tell us the most startling fact of today's video. Subscribe to the channel for more informative videos.